Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name's Caitlin and today I'm starting another project. Another project pan. You'll be calling me a panner soon. This is my fourth panning project that I'm introducing on my channel, and that is the Project 10 Uses. So I was in a bit of a predicament. I actually was talking about it in the video that I filmed this morning. That would have gone out a few videos ago, I'm really not sure, but I was facing the problem that I was getting in a rut about all the things that I was panning. I didn't feel like I could experiment enough, so I've decided to start a new project just to bring in some new things, a short and sweet lifespan of products, 10 uses, just to mix things up a little bit to make me feel a little bit better. So I thought this was the perfect project because it's not too much of a commitment. It's 10 uses. It can be, you know, in and out in a month if I really want to. If I don't like it, I don't have to use it that much, or I'll just roll it out because no one's holding a gun to my head. So I've got some stuff here and I want to talk to you guys about this project and about the products that I want to be using. But just before we get into it, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because, as I said, this is my fourth project pan project on this channel and I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. So as I said, I started this project just because I was getting bored, and in this project I've decided to add items that are brand new to my collection, so this way I can really try them out, really see if I like them, get a good number of uses on them before they even go back in my makeup drawers. That's something that I want to do. I don't want to just buy things and then chuck them in the drawers for them never to be used. And the second type of product are products that I don't really use much, so like pigments and things like that, things that are a little harder to use on like an everyday basis. So that'll be like the more challenging aspect. Anyway, we have rambled so much and I'm just gonna show you guys what I am working on. Okay, so the first thing that I want to work on is my W7 Mardi Gras palette. Now I did a 3 looks 1 palette review of this, so I've used it a total of 3 times. I'm not counting those 3 times, I'm starting brand new. Yeah, I want to really play around with this palette. Now I'm counting 1 use, and there are a few other there are 2 other palettes, not eyeshadow palettes, you'll see what I mean, but there are 2 other palettes in this project. 1 use is how many times I reach for it, whether that be for 1 shade, whether that be for a whole look. It's how many times I reach for it, not how many shades I reach for, just how many times I reach for it. God, it's boiling here, we're having a heat wave. So yeah, my Mardi Gras palette, I got this very, very recently. I've used it 3 times and then it was put back in my drawers and I haven't used it since. So 10 uses on this. That would be great. I mean, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I could incorporate this for any look pretty much, and yeah, I'm really excited to get some use out of this. Okay, my next item was actually something that I wanted to add in a project pan, but it is a blush. So I knew that if I was to put this in a project pan, it was going to be in there for at least 6 months. I don't love it that much. So I'm going to pop it in my Project 10 Uses. I've been umming and ahhing whether I want to declutter this or not, so hopefully by the time I use it 10 times, I will make up my mind whether I want to keep it, whether I want to declutter it, what I want to do with it, maybe even if I want to pan it. 10 times for a blush I think is not that bad. It's better than trying to pan it and then realising that I hate it after 3 uses. So yeah, it's a very bright colour, it's summer, we're in a heat wave, it's the perfect time. I think that was a smart decision. I think that was a smart decision to put this in this project. Okay, this is another very, very new product. I bought this the other week. This is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil in the shade Halo. So this, I said in a video that I used it in, did I use it in a video? I don't know, I've said somewhere, this is like the liquid version of Colourpop Lumi. If you have the Blue Moon palette by Colourpop, perfect, the liquid version in a bottle. Lumi is my favourite shade ever. My favourite eyeshadow, it just is. I love Lumi so much. So hopefully this won't be too bad to get 10 uses on. It's a bit of a strange colour, it's like an iridescent blue, but it will shake things up. I wanted to add more variation, so that's why I added this. I think 10 uses won't really be that bad. yeah, I'm really excited just to get use out of it. I know that if I hadn't put this in this project, it would have sat in my drawers and it probably wouldn't have been used that much. So I'm very glad that is in this project. Next. Okay, this is something I got in a glossy box. This is the Lord & Berry crayon lipstick. Now it's like a bright orange. It looks like orangey red on the lips. It's not my everyday shade at all. I go for very much kind of mauvey nudie shades like this. This is bright, but as I said, it is summer, we're in a heat wave right now, and I only have to use it 10 times. So I'm not committing to panning something all the way 10 times for this bad boy. I think I can do that, to be honest. I was scared of this, to be honest. I've never really been into orange lipsticks, but I used this once and I felt so good in it. So I want to get some use out of it. I want to know it a bit more, so possibly I could reach for it more in the future. But yeah, I think it's the perfect time of year to roll this in. It looks good, easy to use, and yeah, maybe we can sharpen it down a little bit, make it a bit of a nub. Okay, this is something I'm really ashamed of. This is the Korres Bronze and Glow palette. Now, like the other palette, I'm counting one use as one time I reach for it. If I use all 3 shades, that's one use. If I just use the highlighter, that's one use. You get the deal. I've used this probably like twice since I got it, and I got it a few months ago, and that is why it is in this project. So even though it is still very, very new to my collection, I just, every time I bring in something new, I want to really get to know it, and I want to not get my money's worth, because 10 uses is not your money's worth, but I want to at least give it a good go, get to know it before it goes into my drawers to die. But yeah, this bronzer is a little bit too light for me. I think that's probably why I don't use it as much. But yeah, it's a beautiful palette. Just look at that. It is so pretty. So yeah, I want to use this 10 times. This, I wanted to put a Pastel Roses pigment in here. That was something that I knew I wanted to do before I even started filming, before I even started picking out my products. This is Milky Way by the Pastel Roses. It's a very neutral shade. So I wanted to put in something a little bit more neutral, something a little bit more flaky. It's white with like iridescent pink and blue. So it'll kind of go with a lot of different looks, and that's what I wanted. Even though I only have to use it 10 times, using a pigment 10 times is quite a lot. So I didn't want to have like a hot pink or a, you know, crazy colour, especially not for my first month. Maybe I'll get a bit braver and it can progress. But yeah, this month, this is Milky Way, a very stunning shade, so beautiful. Even if I just put it on the lower lash line, that could be absolutely stunning. Yeah, I really can't. I think, to be honest, it's very iridescent, so I think even if I just popped it on top of like my look today, for example, it would just add like an extra oomph, you know? So I think I could probably do that. This, very much like Milky Way, this is the this is the L'Oreal Glitter Fever glitter eyeliner. It's more like a topper, and it's got kind of blue, green and a little bit of purple specks in it. It's just a little bit of a topper. As I said, summer's coming, get to play around with glitter. Yeah, 10 times. I used to put this on every single look that I ever did, so I'm really not worried about that either. I'm really excited to use this again. I kind of forgot about this. I'm really excited. Okay, I wanted to put one of my depotted shades in here as well. So this is J-Star. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube. I don't know. But it is a beautiful kind of blue to purple shift. Like an iridescent-y, bluey purple. Oh, look at that. It is beautiful. I've barely ever used it, and I want to use it more, basically, 10 times. Again, this is something that I know I wouldn't want to pan. I would not want to hit pan on a shade like this. Just too much, but 10 times is the perfect amount. I can find how I like to use it, all that good stuff, and yeah. So I'm excited to work on this as well. How many times have I said excited in this video? don't count. That would be embarrassing. So my next product is another palette. So this is the I Heart Revolution, what's it called? Rosé Fizz Glow. This is a blush topper kind of palette. Again, every time I reach for the palette as a whole, that is one use. I'm counting it as a whole palette, so yep. I'm really into like glowy blushes right now. Again, it's summer, we're on a heat wave, I've said that so many times. But yeah, this can really come into use, and it'll mix up my blush game a little bit, because I've been using that cream blush in my Rolling 10 project pan for, well, since January, and I'm getting a bit bored, so this can mix it up a little bit. Thank the Lord. Thank God. So yeah, 10 uses on this. I'm very excited. I haven't really got the chance to use that much. I bought this as like an impulse buy because I thought it was cute, and I think I've used it like twice since I bought it, and I bought it when I was still living in Liverpool, so at least like 4 or 5 months ago. This is embarrassing as well. I got this in a glossy box. This is the Lottie London Pigment in Golden Hour. I have not used this at all. I looked at it, I swatched it, I thought that is so pretty. Have not used it. So I want to use it 10 times. And that is why that is in this project. It's a very neutral shade, so I think it can work with a lot of looks, a lot of everyday looks. So hopefully that won't be too bad either. Okay, they are my 10 products. I'm really excited for this project. I didn't want something with lots of commitment. I didn't want to have to hit pan in something. I didn't want to get so stressed out. I know that, you know, I can just chill, use them 10 times, roll them out, live my best life. Yeah, I'm really excited for this project. I saw Jessica Lee do this, and I know she does watch some of my videos, so if you're watching this, hi, you influenced me. I don't know if she started it, I really don't know any of that, but that's who influenced me to do it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Wish me luck, because hopefully I don't need it, but it's nice to have, you know? Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep up with this project, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!